DonaldRKeough, The 10 Commandments for Business Failure. In The 10 Commandments for Business Failure, DonaldRKeough expertly uncovers the subtle, often overlooked behaviors that can sabotage a leader's success. By delving into the pitfalls of isolation, arrogance, and fear, this book reveals how leaders unintentionally drift towards failure. Readers will explore scenarios illustrating how executives construct barriers, ignore reality, and send mixed messages, harming their companies from within. With notable examples from industry giants like Coca-Cola and Schlitz, you're offered a front-row seat to learn from errors that once threatened these iconic brands. Expect a candid, forthright examination of what happens when leaders lose touch with their teams, avoid accountability, and allow fear to dictate their strategies. Keough doesn't just highlight errors, he also illuminates the path to success through passionate leadership, customer focus, and authenticity. Strap in for an enlightening exploration of business missteps and the lessons they offer for thriving in today's marketplace.
Breaking the leadership bubble. Insulation in leadership spawns toxic work environments and drives businesses into the ground. Some leaders become entranced by the notion of withdrawal, envisioning a bubble that shields them from the daily hustle. Imagine a CEO who wields power from behind a fortress-like office, so intimidating that employees balk at the thought of delivering bad news. This withdrawal extends beyond physical spaces into daily interactions. Leaders who avoid stepping out of their plush sanctuaries or neglect even basic office tasks, like knowing the location of the copy machine, create a severe disconnect. They erect walls that block honest communication, fostering an environment where discomfort and disconnection thrive. In their insular spaces, executives surround themselves with a close-knit group of senior staff, feeding on curated information far removed from the grassroots reality. This inward-looking circle often features catered meals and polished conversations, leading to decisions based on half-truths and polished narratives. Such isolation cuts them off not only from employees but also from customers and stakeholders, fostering a culture of dissatisfaction and ultimately, rebellion. By neglecting to engage personally with employees, from learning their names to understanding their lives, leaders miss significant opportunities to nurture loyalty and build a committed workforce. Engaged leaders, on the other hand, know their teams well, establishing trust and commitment. Even within expansive organizations, maintaining personal interaction proves advantageous, reinforcing a more cohesive and empowered corporate culture. Isolation, therefore, represents a colossal pitfall, prioritizing ego and convenience over genuine leadership and robust health of the organization. The most effective leaders remain deeply connected with their workforce and the market. They venture into the heart of operations, learning from direct, often messy interactions, and welcome unfiltered truths about performance and challenges. This openness fosters a corporate culture rooted in respect, transparency, and united vision. For those aspiring to business success, the directive is unmistakable: dismantle the bubble, engage directly, and immerse oneself in the vibrant chaos of daily business life. Rejecting the infallibility trap. Steering a business into peril is surprisingly straightforward if leaders convince themselves they're never wrong. This illusion of infallibility guarantees a path toward failure. Ignoring mistakes and blaming external factors, like economic conditions or weather, is a common tactic among leaders. Such deflections can be spotted in business communications where errors are passively acknowledged without admitting responsibility. Consider Coca-Cola's response when Belgian schoolchildren fell ill after drinking their product. Trusting solely in their product's quality, the company initially denied any fault, dismissing the adverse impact on public perception. Despite no actual contamination, this response led to plunging sales and what became their largest product recall. Coca-Cola's experience underscores the damage to a brand's reputation when consumer sentiment and market realities are overlooked. A historical illustration is Schlitz, once a dominant name in American brewing. In the 1970s, they sacrificed quality for cost efficiency by altering their brewing process with chemicals. While this move initially boosted financial outcomes, consumer dissatisfaction quickly emerged as noticeable quality declines led to a sharp downturn in brand loyalty. Schlitt, a powerhouse rivaling Budweiser, faced a dramatic fall from grace, demonstrating that cutting corners can devastate a once-cherished brand. The crux of these failures is the dangerous mindset of infallibility within management. Dismissing vital feedback can lead to strategic errors, jeopardizing even the most established companies. In our contemporary era, where consumer trust and brand integrity are critical, maintaining humility and responsiveness is essential. The takeaway is unmistakable: leaders must reject the allure of being infallible. Embracing criticism, admitting missteps, and utilizing these as learning opportunities are not just advisable, they are crucial for sustaining and growing a company. Safeguarding relationships with consumers and stakeholders isn't only good practice, it's indispensable for lasting success and growth in the business world. Clarity in leadership. Mixed messages can shake the very foundation of a business, diminishing trust, muddling expectations, and ultimately threatening competitive advantages. Just look at what happened to Coca-Cola's soda fountain department in the late 1960s. A flawed allocation system, which rewarded overly optimistic sales predictions with promotional funds, landed the company in a financial quandary each year. As the sales didn't meet the projections, Coca-Cola was left financially stretched. Additionally, Coca-Cola's long-standing unwillingness to adjust syrup prices in response to rising ingredient costs doubled the confusion by projecting an unsustainable pricing stance. Although this strategy was intended to avoid competitive and consumer backlash, it instead created mixed signals, troubling stakeholders and challenging internal consistency. Change arrived with new leadership willing to overstep the apprehensive norms by raising the syrup prices despite the risk of consumer fallout and intensified competition. The anticipated backlash never materialized; rather, competitors mirrored the price adjustment, acknowledging shared economic pressures. This scenario underscores a vital truth: when leaders send out conflicting signals regarding policies or priorities, it births uncertainty and mistrust. Employees grow uncertain about their direction, customers feel misled, and partners may perceive less value in the association. The antidote lies in clear, consistent communication that stays true to the company's objectives and marketplace realities. Leaders must ensure that their messaging at every level, from internal communications to market strategies, aligns seamlessly with their organization's mission. Such transparency not only enhances efficiency but also nurtures trust among employees, customers, and partners alike. To stave off potential failure, maintaining a clear, unwavering communication strategy should be a central focus for any organization. It strengthens strategic execution, encourages stakeholder alignment, and sustains a strong, unified brand identity in the market. Fear's paralyzing grip. Fear, especially in business, is a formidable obstacle, often masquerading as caution but, in reality, paralyzing decision-making and stifling growth. While some caution is valuable, excessive fear becomes a barricade to potential success, akin to a sports team that loses its edge by playing too cautiously when it matters most. This misstep is akin to abandoning the very strategies that once led to success, unknowingly opening the door to failure. This concept isn't new. In fact, during the tumultuous 1930s, a time of economic destabilization, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt famously asserted, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." His words resonated with a broader vision known as the American Dream, which promised a richer, more fulfilling life despite the uncertainties of the time. This optimistic perspective starkly contrasts with today's common dread of the unknown, which paralyzes many from risking and seizing life's chances. Reflecting on history, ancient sailors feared uncharted waters, yet modern society now benefits from significant advancements in science and technology. These advancements have alleviated many traditional fears, providing safer travel and health solutions that once seemed impossible. Despite this, modern-day prophets often invoke science and statistics to predict catastrophic futures, feeding into a fear that is more speculative than factual. The unpredictability of the future is an undeniable truth in both life and business. Mastery lies not in eliminating this uncertainty but in approaching it with a strategic mix of caution and hopeful outlook. Fear, when inflated by hypothetical threats, becomes a precarious foundation for decisions. Those who succeed are the ones who navigate this uncertainty with informed confidence, understanding that their proactive stance and positive mindset are crucial determinants in their journey toward success or failure. Passion-driven success. Passionate leaders are the cornerstone of thriving organizations. To truly maximize business success, one must start with an unwavering dedication to the job and a profound focus on both customers and brands. This intense commitment is fundamental in understanding and fulfilling customers' diverse needs, whether they're after products, services, or a seamless blend of experiences. Cultivating an emotional bond with customers and brands is a strategic approach to ensure the company's longevity and effectiveness. Consider envisioning customers as individuals instead of faceless demographics. This mindset can significantly enhance the relevance and impact of your offerings. A practical tip is to keep visual reminders, like a photo of a typical customer in a challenging context, to maintain alignment with your consumer base. Such personalization not only enhances the business approach but also deepens the understanding of and dedication to resolving real-world problems faced by consumers. Engaging directly with them, perhaps by listening in on their experiences in everyday settings like grocery stores or fast food venues, yields insights far superior to those derived from conventional market research. This proactive involvement fortifies a heartfelt connection with the people the business serves, ensuring their interactions with the brand are gratifying and memorable. The significance of a robust brand can't be overstated. Brands transcend mere identifiers. They encapsulate the quality, trust, and values the company stands for. A strong brand transforms ordinary products into unique offerings, providing a competitive edge that's hard to surpass. Research has shown the compelling influence of branding on consumer perceptions. For instance, the same food items were more appealing when wrapped in McDonald's packaging than in plain wrappers, underscoring how a strong brand can heighten perceived value and quality. Managing a brand with care and enthusiasm can elicit profound loyalty and resonates with both consumers and investors. On the flip side, neglect or poor management can precipitate a brand's deterioration. Thus, an impassioned emphasis on customers and meticulously nurturing brands are crucial tactics for any business aspiring to thrive in today's competitive landscape. These strategies build meaningful connections that solidify customer loyalty and create invaluable competitive advantages, ensuring the business and its brands not only endure but flourish long-term.
As the 10 Commandments for Business Failure draws to a close, its central tenets stand clear: genuine engagement, authenticity, and humility are non-negotiable for sustained success. Keough provides a pragmatic blueprint to navigate the business world, reject isolation, remain open to criticism, and approach challenges with courage and optimism. By understanding the implications of these common pitfalls, leaders are better positioned to create thriving, resilient organizations. Instead of succumbing to fear or allowing ego to cloud judgment, this book encourages a return to fundamentals: relationship building, clear communication, and an enduring commitment to brand integrity. By adopting these insights, executives can transform potential disaster into triumph, ensuring their businesses not only survive challenges but also excel in meeting the ever-evolving demands of their markets. Ultimately, Keough's insights equip readers with invaluable tools to build a future rooted in passion, clarity, and resilience.